back so we can play PUBG again. Yeah,
Nice.
I already tried it. That yeah, we can detect where the enemy is with the headphone. Yeah,
Nice.
I just know that.
Okay, I just announced it also on Twitter for people in Twitter to maybe join. Hey, we have Immortal Dante here. Hello, good morning or good evening, depending on where in the world you are.
Oh yeah, the owner, the holder of the Dega heart.
Yes.
As he joins the meeting, people are starting cheering up to him. Girls are starting to faint. People start hanging him, giving him their babies, so he kisses them. It's a little bit like this, like he's a gladiator and he's entering the arena and everybody goes crazy.
I like that. I like that image.
Yeah, the mental image. Hey guys.
Oh,
Joaquin.
So, Dr. Sadek, sorry, just remember maybe as we have the meeting, please take some notes of the things like a summary of the things we are announcing so you can share them in the board.
Yeah, sure. Raymond, I believe Raymond can do it better.
Okay, yeah, Raymond. Then as you take them, maybe share them with Sadek at the end of the meeting so he takes care of the board and then you can do the recap.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't hear it. I was trying to reply Immortal Dante. Sorry, what am I to do?
That's okay. Since you are writing down a summary of the meeting, please also share the summary when you're done with Sadek because he's going to update the Dega board with it.
Okay, sure. I will.
Thank you.
Okay. I guess Joaquin speaks Spanish because I'm hearing some Spanish in the background.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Don't worry, Joaquin.
Sorry for it.
Okay, so I guess it's 9:05, Richie. We can give it a go. I'm gonna stop the music and let this begin. So, my friend Richie, you got the mic. Welcome everyone. Another exciting week. This is a slower week for all. But Milendro, can you please mute yourself?
so sorry.
So I'm passing the torch to Richie.
Hello. So, hello, welcome everybody. Welcome to this week's town hall meeting. As you know, town hall meetings are the place for everybody from the community at Dega to meet, to discuss. Everybody can, share their opinions, suggestions, anything that you like, or everything that you like from last week, you can share it here. And also, basically, it's not an AMA, but you can also ask questions, right? It's just a casual discussion where we usually also start leaking some information, maybe giving some pre-announcements to you guys and also hearing your opinions on it. So thank you for joining and thank you, Freak, as always, here to be here with me. As he said, this week is like the year starting and it's a slower week in general, but at Dega we never stop, right? So we keep going and there's a lot of things that we have for this week for you to know. So let's start maybe with let's see, in the agenda, I have a quick summary of the tournament that we have last week on Friday. How did it go, Freak?
It was amazing. It was really, 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 really exciting. It was hectic. Like the level was high. I for me, still kind of crazy seeing how like these kind of games get you so hyped, so excited. Seeing Dante take over like slowly, game by game, and everyone is like, "Oh my god!" and he took the lead. But then seeing challengers, like with all these games, it was like one of the most exciting times I've ever had in this Discord. So it was really, really fun. And one of the things I want to say here is thanks to the team, guys, girls, you were amazing. It was a crazy week, ton of work, ton of hours put into this, ton of creativity, but you pulled it out. You succeeded. It was as cool as it can get. It like my expectations. You like surpassed my expectations, and it was just amazing. So thank you to all the team, like for giving more than you had to, for putting everything into it, and congratulations to Immortal Dante. So Immortal Dante, I don't know how you pulled it. I would love for you to tell us a little bit about your strategy, but I see you're muted your headphones, so Immortal Dante is not listening. But I also wanna. He's a bot, yeah, for sure. He's a bot. It's like he was winning and like it like one after the other one. So, but it was really exciting. We will have tournament back, the DEGAthlon back next week. It's a bi-weekly event, and I was really happy also to see all the people from CiW coming here, and I'm putting I'm putting like like all the effort in the tournament and contesting and then staying here. So right now, oh, I see Makino, and that she was a challenger. I was rooting for her for so long, but next time Makino, you'll win. But I would love to hear from Sadek or someone on the team, like, how was the tournament? How do you pull it off? How was that? And what can we expect for the next one? If you're not ready, let me know. But or pass the torch to someone else. But the idea is to have a conversation about the tournament.
Yeah, I can give a little speech about the tournament. First of all, it is our first tournament. It was great for the first one. I loved it. We had a lot of energy. People, I believe, loved it and enjoyed it. But what I did not like is we did not have a variety of games, like games that Immortal Dante won a lot of games. No, I am happy for him. He did, but hopefully in the next tournament we will have some games like that Smash cards. Hopefully we can. Hopefully it can work because those games that require internet and stuff. It might be hard, but I hope the next tournament we will have variety of games. Like the professor said it already. Said that we need some variety to give fairness in the game because. In the last one, the one who had the most internet speed won, or something like that. You understood the point, Fricton, I believe. Yeah, this is what I am looking for in the next one, and hopefully we bring more great games to give a fair distribution or something like that. I believe Immortal Dante can hear us now. He removed that different thing, Fricton.
Oh, nice.
This is
So
what I have. Yeah, maybe it was by mistake. He forgot about it or something like that.
yeah, so in
Yeah.
summary, we're gonna see new variety of games, more games or different games.
Yes. Yeah, different games that give more fairness, man. Because the last one was basically boats and stuff. Let's hear from Immortal Dante. Can you speak? Do you have a mic, or can you speak your situation now? Can you speak or not? Uh,
He's typing.
he's writing. He's typing. Yeah, he's typing.
Okay.
Yeah, he can't speak noisy. Yeah, because we would love to know about you, and because to me you are very smart, you are very hardworking, and you know the stuff. Because winning all those points there, no, you are not a bot, man. Because winning there it is something spectacular, man. You made. I never saw something like this. Congratulations again, Mocho Dante. That's all I can say. Yes,
So
Richie.
That's why he's immortal, because he's a bot. Then of course he's immortal.
Yeah, maybe it's a bot.
Yeah,
Maybe there
it'll
is
be
a
great
company
to.
that yeah, to
It
know
would be
about
great
him.
to get to know you a little bit more, Dante. So if later is that noise in your background, just let us know in this call, and we speak for a bit. But congratulations, Dante! Awesome win, and let's see who takes the heart of Dega next time. I mean, who wins the tournament? Also, who are like which are the games? Because I think it's important that the games, yeah, you or we change them, and nobody knows what the games, which games will be. So you cannot like train beforehand. That will be not fair, right?
Yeah, we're gonna leak the games, brother, and but we're gonna make it a
Ah, okay.
challenge. We're gonna make it a challenge to take the heart from Dante because like if you win 3 tournaments, not in a row. Like when you win 3 tournaments, you get to keep the heart of Dega. So you will be a Dega heart like forever and ever. So you gotta fight for that. Someone said in the chat, Makino, you're the champion of the people. So you're gonna be the main challenger the next week for taking the Dega heart. But whoever wants to step up in the fight and take the heart from Dante, you're all welcome. But it's all gonna be about new games and fairness, as Sadek said. I'm really happy for your prices and for everything you want, the NFTs, money, XP, status, all those things. So congratulations to Immortal Dante, and hope next week we have a lot of challengers to take that Dega heart home. So Richie, I'm back to you.
Yeah, there is something else I want to say because we were planning for Discord activities in VC, but the issue was those activities, those video games in integrated in Discord work only in PC. Do you think we can do it, Fricton? Do you think most people have, or it won't be fair? Because video games will be better than those things. I said maybe not all people have. Guys, tell us. Do you? No. This is not. Sorry, guys. Sorry. There is something else I want to say. Is Crew 3, guys? Always check it for the new quest and stuff. We will implement the world and we are working on it. Always check it before every event. Like this event, you can take a screenshot now and later complete attend the town hall meeting to get your experience and rank up the leaderboard. You can join now while you are early. Sorry, guys. Sorry for speaking a lot. I give speak
No,
to you, Victor.
that's okay. Thanks. Now that you mention it, maybe just let's take a quick couple of minutes to speak about that. How is that going? The quests. What is new? What have you added new, Sadek? Because I know that there's some people that maybe have not participated in it, or maybe just like saw it and then didn't like start using it a lot. So, what is new? What can we expect more about the quest? Sadek.
You're muted.
Yep.
Please repeat the question, Richie, and I.
Oh yeah, you were mentioning there are some new things. Do you want to like make it a little bit more specific? What is new in the quests so people can go and like participate and see what's new?
Yes. In the future, we will implement sprints. Sprints are periodic, let's say weekly or bi-weekly events, where the top, let's say 3 or top 5, we are working on it, will get a specific reward. Those rewards will be announced there in the Crew 3 leaderboard or on the Crew 3 sprints events. And you will love it. And remember, when starting the sprint, we won't start clean. This means the ones who the early supporters will have advantage. But of course, we will implement some stuff to not let the top one always win the top one and stuff. But since you are early, you have advantage now. That is what I have to say. And I am always thinking of adding new quests, like for new events or something like that. And another thing, guys, regarding the quest of the Marlin operation. We have many events in the Marlin operation, and each event have quests. And those quests give a good amount of experience because they are unique, and and we always publish them by Sunday. So always after every event, you take you take the screenshot. After taking the screenshot, you go and complete it before the quest expire to publish them again and again and again. That is all I have to say, Richie. And always stay tuned. Always turn on the notification bell for the new quest channel. I will new quest. This is a channel, and look in the chat section. Any new quest will be there. That's all I
Okay,
have
very
to say.
good idea. That's
Yeah.
okay. Thanks a lot, Sadek. I think that's great. I think this is going to be more and more active every week, the quests. So thanks a lot. I think quests for Marlin operation are a great idea. And I think for now, maybe if there's something else to share about the NFT or experience winners of the tournament, Freak.
Yeah, the NFT is given to the winner, and it's an emerge NFT. So you're gonna get your NFT, and you're gonna be able, once we get our merch out, you're gonna be able to burn it and claim your merch and getting to you. So I think there's only 2 3 NFTs given right now, but the merch is gonna be killer, and you're gonna love it. So it's a valuable NFT, and I think I'm actually
it
envy
is super
because
cool.
I don't have it. I don't have it, and I also want it, but I understand.
Like, it is super cool. Imagine this. So it is there's some brands that are creating like, I don't know, I think it's like Nike and Adidas, that they are creating tennis shoes that also have an NFT of the same tennis shoe, and then when you buy it in the physical world, you also have it in the virtual world. But in this case, it's the other way around, actually, because we are still designing and creating the merch. Then basically you get an NFT that represents, you get the virtual design, and when it is ready, you will get the physical one, and that way also the virtual one. Like, imagine in the future, like when Dega is like worldwide popular, and there's like a gazillion of games running on it. Then you will have like the very first merch that was created for it. So that's pretty cool. I think congratulations to, I think Jarao Moses was the one that won, one of the ones that won the merch. Is he around?
And
I don't
and
think so.
Makino,
Oh yeah, he's around. And Makino.
Jarrao, and Dante, of course.
And Dante, of course. Yeah, congratulations for you guys. You have a very cool Dega merch. And I'm going to just paraphrase something that Carlos said when we were talking about the design of the merch. He said, because I know Freak was proposing some designs, and we're working with designers to see what it could look like, right? And Carlos said, okay, guys, just we need to make it really crazy, like not just crazy per se, but we're talking about out of the box thinking, creating new experiences, new realities. This has to look like Banksy creating a merch, right? If you know Banksy, if you don't know Banksy, go and check him out, and Google it, Google him. But yeah, that was a very eye-opening statement. Like, yeah, imagine if Banksy would create apparel. That would be amazing. So that's what
Yeah,
we're looking at.
something unique, something with a strong Dega identity, and for sure it's gonna be amazing. I love the image. I love the masks. Maybe Richie, you can tell us about the mask, where that mask comes from, and because that's very Mesoamerican. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's very Mesoamerican. As you know, like our ambassadors, there's a few here, and maybe for people that are not that have not checked that out, check the blog post. Well, check blog.dega.org. We have all our blog posts there, and there's a blog post that actually Freak wrote about the ambassadors, and how each ambassador actually has or there are different roles for different ambassadors, and each role has a type of mask that also, well, a type of image that is also Mesoamerican. And as you know, Dega has a lot of the ethos, a lot of the vision for Dega is to empower people in emerging markets. So as you can see also in our Why Dega video, the idea is to give the tools to people that are very creative in emerging markets that don't have the tools yet, so they can, or we can, become creators of and participants of this new Web3 metaverse movement. And because of that, we when Carlos was thinking about the NFTs and on everything around Dega, then it's going back to Mesoamerican, even like a little bit of like type of sci-fi, because this is like personal. I always liked the steampunk design, and when I was researching about steampunk, is like, okay, what steampunk is the design of a make-believe or a sci-fi story of what would happen if steam would have continued to be the main energy source of humanity, and then just people create like steam powered light bulbs and stuff like that, and steam powered computers, and everything looks very crazy, and that's steampunk. In our case, I feel is a little bit of that sci-fi, steampunk, cypherpunk type of vision of what would happen if in this world we have like some type of, like Mesoamericans, they believed in magic in the same way that we believe in technology, and who knows what they had access to, right? And in that way, then we at Dega, we do a lot of design, like what would happen if these all forgotten cultures or civilizations that were very sophisticated and actually advance in their own way, what would happen if they would still be around, and if they would actually had like, maybe thrived more in today's market, today's economy, today's politics in general. So what would happen if we still have like a techno sci-fi Maya culture around? And that's what Dega is aiming at, right? Also in terms of like graphics, you see a lot of our Mesoamericans around, but also I think we are going to start doing a little bit more of civilizations from around the world that are from emerging markets, because we have the Mayans and the Aztecs that from Mesoamerica, mostly Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, and those areas. But in the south, we have the Incans, and that's also pretty different. And in the north of America, we have like in Alaska, there's also tribes that also have their own beliefs, and it's like there's a lot of interesting civilizations. We just always have told the same stories about the same places that are of course the ones that appear in the movies. We always see like the same gods, the same heroes, the same countries saving the day, but it's time also for emerging markets to save the day, and that's what we're trying to do. So that's why
Richie,
you will see a lot of these masks. Go
I
ahead.
would love to add that, because we are also true believers that, okay, so most developing countries are in the tropical zone, so our systems and our cultures grew up in abundance. We, as a difference with Europe, North America, and those places, they needed to plan during the summer in order to survive during the winter. So they became planners. They created systems in their own way, and then the industrial age came in, and they applied it to that. But all our cultures had different systems in place, different beliefs, even in the Amazons or in the forests of Nigeria. It's like we had a different way of life, and it was back then. It was an abundant way of life, and that's why we became creative cultures. We were creating, we were playing around with the elements, we were observing the universe and the stars, and mathematics and magic were all connected. And but with the conquest, or however you want to call it, we started implementing different systems. That worked for other parts of the world, but maybe they didn't work for us. And I do think Web3 gives us back the power as creative cultures. And Dega is doing that. Dega is actually working towards that and is giving us back that creative power. Developing nations are going to save the world. Yes, sir. I think that we will, and we will if we connect and tap to that ancient knowledge and we tap into what we really are. And for me, and you know this, Rabbit, we've talked a long time for this. For me, we're creative tribes. So Dega's all about that. I just wanted to add, Richie, because I guess everyone here, or most of everyone here, comes from one part of the world where you're living that, or you're part of a developing country. But I know all of you, you know it, even if you're not doing it, you know it. We're all creative, we're all creators, and we just need the tools. We just need a chance. We just need a tribe to help us build it, and that's what this is about. So I just had to add that, Richie. Sorry for interrupting.
That was no, that's super nice addition. So thanks a lot. Okay, so we're going to continue talking a little bit about this in each town hall meeting, and that way we also will invite you guys and we'll tell you beforehand. So because now we talk about Mesoamerican culture, Freak and I, we're both um, from this area, so we know it well. But we're going to start telling you a little bit more, so also you guys know more, or people that are from other places of the world, you know more about the culture here. But we also want to know more about the culture where you are. So we are going to start having this little section in the beginning also, where we talk a little bit about culture, about areas of the world, emerging markets, right? The different cultures, the different tales they have, the different tribes that they have already there, because that also is very important for the general culture of the gap.
Yes, sir.
Okay, moving to thanks. Moving to the next topic is last week we have the CIY AMA, and that was amazing. I think I participated in a lot of AMAs, and I was discussing with Professor and with Freak at the beginning or before the AMA, and we were discussing about. I was telling them that in some AMAs that I have participated, you see, like when I saw CIY, it was not a huge group, to be honest, right? It was not on the thousands or 10,000s of users or members. And then some people say when they expect an MA, they like the idea is for Dega to go and make like tell people what Dega is about, so more people can find out about it and hopefully join and follow us in this movement. And in that same way, it's like okay, but this group was not super big, right? But it was amazing because it was a group full of real people. I've done AMAs in groups that are like thousands of users, and then when you see those users, the way they interact, the way they talk is they're really bots. They're not like Immortal Dante. They are actually bots. But in this case, it was it was a group that it was not super big, but it was all full of real people, and we can feel that, we can notice that when like because of the questions that they asked, also how some of them joined the tournament later, and I think the AMA was amazing because of that, and also. Um, I don't know if you noticed, but after this last week, that I agree, it was like a lot of work. It was a lot of like everybody put a lot of effort into it because we had a lot of things combined in the same week. But it was amazing results. Also, if you check our Twitter, we have now more than 1,000 followers, and before like weeks before we had like maybe 500. We more than doubled our Twitter followers, and I think that's amazing, and that's thanks for everybody like for that. It's everybody's effort that is making this happen, and now it's like wondering, okay, when are we going to reach maybe 10,000? Like if we made it to 1,000, those are like the first steps, and then after that, now that we are actually growing, we're putting a lot of effort into growing more AMAs, more partnerships, and more announcements with other mm, maybe organizations that are going to collaborate with us. I think we are going to maybe get to 10,000 really fast. I think this is going to go by in a blink of an eye. So thanks for everybody also for jumping into the IMA. How do you feel it was, Freak, there for you? Did you like it?
I love that community. It amazed me, like the kind of questions were really smart questions. Were questions about the core of the project. About what we're building, about like what things are we looking for in terms of security. So it's a really, how do you say, no, they really know what they're talking about. So I love that community, and even though I don't understand what they're saying, I'm still part of that, and the level of activity is crazy. And I gotta give it to that community. You know, like you're doing an amazing job, and thank for asking the right questions. I felt we were in the right place. You know, and it happens. Sometimes you go to a place and people ask some question. You know, like why am I here? Why am I answering this type of questions? But these were questions that were truly about like they care about really good projects. They care about really good technology. They care about security. They care about the financial part, but they also care about the community and everything. So I think all the right questions were asked. I'm in love with that community. I even created a command for the CIW fam to welcome them in the server. So I'm just gonna throw it there. Is CIW fam? So it's admiration CIW fam, and if there's anyone from that group here, you can use it to say hello. To say instead of GM, you can use that command. Um, but one of the main things I wanted to add is we're gonna keep doing that, and we're gonna give more space to those already created tribes in our Discord and in our community. So you also have a space here. We're still trying to figure out how it works, but doing that with CIW, I think it was a great success. Thanks Deja Vu for creating that Dega for creating that connection. You're really rocking it there. But we also have the professor here. I saw he came in. I'm trying to figure out where he is. Hello, professor.
Hey guys, I just finished a conversation with a game studio from Italy that is very interesting. That they might come to our tournaments, and they want to also to showcase their new game to our community. So it's very interesting, and they were really amazed by the things that we are doing with Dega, especially during these times of the bear market, which to me is quite amazing, because what I'm seeing is that a lot of people is just amazed about how much progress the Dega community has accomplished in these times. So shout out to us guys, because it's very interesting now to see how the world is looking at Dega in many senses.
Thanks, professor.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, thanks a lot. And thanks a lot for joining. We know how busy you are with all these calls with game studios and potential collaborators. So, what do you think now that you joined just now? What do you think about the CIY community, the CIY AMA? We were talking about how it was great, and in regards of like the type of questions, there were real questions, there were real users, there were not bots like Dante, who says he's a bot, but they were like real people that actually like. I think some of them even joined our community and maybe participated in the tournament. So I personally think was great. How do you? I think you participated. Like you were looking at it, but you were helping us from the backstage. But you were not answering questions. But you were there. How was it, Professor?
You know, the thing with the CIW community, there are two things that I care a lot about that. The first of all is that it is basically our first approach to another partner community, right? And we chose very specifically that community wouldn't like that it was a community that it wasn't that huge, right? So those characteristics we love about the CAW community, because it's mostly an organic community. Most of the people know each other right there, and that is one of the components that we care a lot. And what I saw with them is, first of all, that they not only joined the Dega community, they were also a part of the tournament. They have been active in our community, which is pretty amazing. And of course, it means that they joined because and they stayed because they are seeing a lot of value. Also, our Discord metrics really increase to almost 300 people because of that event. And the second thing is that they are talking a lot in their group about Dega. which is quite amazing. Because now, every now and then, I see my name tag on the group. So they are also advocates of Dega in a way as like a partner community, which is an incredible thing to happen. Plus the questions that happen right there and all these key questions that they ask. Yes, it was pretty amazing. And it was a great validation that we can move forward with this kind of communities. And what we are looking, and we just been working with DEGAthlon is that we're going to focus more and more into gaming guilds, and even more like bigger and bigger and bigger in order to actually start scaling the numbers and really bringing a lot of players to our tournaments. CIW will always be remembered as the first, which is amazing.
But
nice. Yeah, you're
I
right.
also
CIW. I was saying CIY for some reason. Go ahead, Freak. Sorry.
CIW. But I also have news because the CIW event also kicked growth in another one of our social networks. I don't know if you're checking it out. Our TikTok hasn't been that active in posting videos. It has been more active in doing lives. So we've been streaming, and by the way, we stream in the week. There's a quest for you to stream during the week your games, and it's my favorite because I get to see games and play games. So you're more than welcome to start gaming and streaming for Discord and get your quest from Crew 3 there. But our TikTok got to 4,800 people. That's 4,800 people. Are you listening to me, Professor and Richie? That's a lot of people. That's more people on Twitter. So,
Fricton, you have to be mistaken. It has to be a mistake.
No, it is not a mistake, bro. I can share the screenshot. I can share the screenshot. So it's been our TikTok like skyrocketed after that event and all those streaming that we're doing. So I wasn't expecting that because I only stream. It's lives and mostly that, but it's 4,800 people. Yes, sir. And I love TikTok as a social network. It's actually my favorite. I would spend all my time in TikTok if I could. But that was another news I had for you guys. So go check it out. Go check it out. The TikTok. Yes, that TikTok. There you are. Thank you.
It is amazing what happened with TikTok. And I was joking. Of course, I believe the numbers. The thing about this is that the thing that I want to make clear to all the community, and because this is a question also that lots of game studios around the world also are making themselves, is that what is the activity? What is the initiative that has an impact in all the key metrics or community metrics, right? What is the initiative or the program or the activity that we are going to execute that is going to bring hundreds, thousands, and hopefully millions of people? We found that, right? And I know that many of you guys are very used to this idea of playing against each other and doing that. But the answer to the most important question that is this engagement question on how to grow is tournaments. And I'm most of the time when I think about something is not an opinion, is based on facts, right? And in this case, what we see is that, yes, we did a tournament last week with a lot of work, with a lot of effort from our community, but the level of impact that initiative had was just insane, right? So Twitter, Richie said, it grew 45% or something like that. We are over 1,000, right? TikTok is just beyond our dreams, basically, because we haven't paid. We haven't paid anyone anything. This is organic, guys, right? And what we have been doing is like focusing on creating value and sharing our community and the things that we do with some other communities, and people are starting to share, right? And this is happening. So I just want like you to be aware and sure that what we are seeing is just amazing. It is real, and that we are going to do more of that, because that is going to bring thousands of people to the community, and this is just the beginning. So it's just amazing, guys. Amazing what we found. Amazing the things that we are doing. Amazing that we are going to start. I was talking to Dega a couple of minutes ago, and we are talking right now and texting. And one of the key things that we are going to start to do with other communities is that we are going to bring prizes to the tournaments, and we are going to open up the games into other things, right? Other games, from chess to other things that they want to play, right? And they are very excited about that, because now they can imagine that they can win from NFTs, merch, and some money from playing the games in the Dega community, which is pretty much amazing. So yeah, amazing. Like it's just amazing the things that we have been accomplishing, the metrics, the numbers. Insane, guys, insane.
And that's congrats. Yeah, that's congrats to the tribe. You know, to everyone here, to everyone that's helping build this. In, you know, it's not us. It's actually you who give life to these initiatives. And so thank you for believing and for being part of this. We build this together.
Yeah, imagine. Like I think it will be. It will not be long until somebody like, for example, like Raymond. I know that you're around there. Raymond, our like amazing community writer. His name is in the blog post, right? And when we announce it, and at some point soon, then Raymond is going to, I don't know, go to his favorite restaurant. And then when he approached the cashier, they say, you're Raymond. I read your newsletter recap from Dega. That was amazing. So people are going to start recognizing you because you get so popular.
Yeah. And actually that...
Yeah, by the way, I saw the publications of Raymond, and Raymond is starting to have an audience, guys. There's plenty of people reading what he's doing right now, which is amazing, because that's my point. That's the goal, that our community members, ambassadors / whatever, they can use Dega as a platform to showcase their talent and the things that they are great at, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah. And I was gonna say, like, having that level of writing and engagement at the same time, where you're getting all the information you need, but you're enjoying what you read, that's really special, my friend Raymond. And that gives me space to actually hear from the community and from the tribe, to hear your thoughts about how have you been living this process, how have you been enjoying this journey, and what do you think we could do? You know, bring your ideas, bring your things. I don't know if someone wants to talk here and say something before we go. It's our last 15 minutes, and we would love to hear you all. Just take the mic.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for, how do I put this? Thank you all for reading stuff that I write. I mean, I keep saying this every time, and I'm not joking about it. I'm not lying. I draw my inspiration from the community. So the more we are together, the merrier, the more content I get to write. I mean, most of what I write is stuff that we talk about. I'm very sure that my next post would have bought Dante on it. I'm very sure. So there's so much that I get from the community, and that's just because we're building the most organic community I have ever seen. It's so beautiful to be on the sidelines watching the growth of Dega. I am not on the sidelines, okay, but it's so beautiful just to take a step back and look at everything that these phases that we're going through, and see how we're forming our story and see how the belief we're growing the belief in the project. So it's just amazing to be part of this, to be part of Dega. It's really amazing, and I can't wait. I really can't wait for everything we have in the future, because if this is just the start, then there is a whole lot of goodies. There's so much in future, and I am really glad to be part of this. Thank you to everyone. Thank you for those reading, and please keep reading, and yeah, just enjoy me. Thank you.
Thank you. We do enjoy you. Enjoy your writing a lot. Okay, and then maybe one announcement that we also have is the we planned this from the beginning, but we were waiting until we reached this moment where we are growing. As you can hear from the numbers, we are growing. Right, Twitter just almost doubled. TikTok went like threefold. It went 3x, and a lot of things are going 2x, 3x in Dega, right? Uh, a lot of work from the guys at the team, so we have something to share in the near future. But here in the community team, we were like waiting for this moment that we are growing and there's more members, so we start creating new channels, because at the beginning it could feel like we are diluting the community a bit, but when we reach this like critical mass of users where it makes sense, and there's a lot of users from a single area or region of the world, then we find that those users want to discuss in their own language, maybe on their own terms, because every region have their own rituals, like Freak likes to call it. So they like to feel at home, maybe create a little space on the Dega community for them, so they can have some intimacy and discuss among each other. And that's what we're doing now. So we are creating 2 new channels for 2 regions of the world that we've noticed that are growing a lot, and now they deserve their own little place. So, Freak Professor, do you want to share this announcement? Which are these new channels?
Please, Frank.
Okay, so I thought you were going to announce them. We actually have.
No, I'm leaving the best part for you.
Okay, so we actually have more channels to announce, but these ones are Indonesia and Philippines channels, and they're very active. So I love that, because even though I say it again, I don't understand, I do try to translate sometimes what you're talking about, and go in there and seeing like 70, 80 messages, and you're like, oh, this is active. Yes, Raymond, we will need a Nigerian channel also pretty soon. But this is part, as Richie said, part of our growth, and part of becoming an international tribe. And this is the beauty about this, is we're not connected by language. We're connected by the things we believe, by the values we defend, and by the vision of the future we create together. And that is what is happening right now. So these channels are just like the proof that is happening and that is coming, and I just love it. And there is also a new section on Discord that I personally love, that I don't know if many have noticed it, but it's called the Dega Academy. The Dega Academy is created to offer knowledge, to offer learning, but in an open way where we all collaborate, creating that knowledge base, and we all learn from each other. So there are 2 channels in there. One is the mindset channel, that what it actually looks for is for mental health, for us to find tools, ideas, rituals, practices, like that can keep us in a healthy mental spot. Even exercise is considered as a mindset exercise. So you're all welcome to share there what you do to stay healthy, and also to learn what others are doing or trying or searching in their healthy journey. Remember, the most important project in everyone's life is yourself. That's the most important project. And everything you do is just a tool to build yourself up. You're the cathedral. It's the cathedral of the self. So that's what you're building. And this place is to give you the tools for that. And we have the esoterics channel that, Rabbit, I don't know if you can speak. I don't know if you can talk about it, but I would love for you to share what the esoterics channel is about. If you cannot speak, I'll try to explain it the best way I can. But I think you're like, driving kids to school. No, don't. Yeah, focus on that, bro. But the esoterics channels is also to understand the systems and everything in place behind Dega and the way Dega is operating on a deeper how do you say, on a deeper level. It comes from, millennial knowledge and ages of knowledge that we're bringing to the table in a technical side. So the esoterics is giving us information beyond what you're really used to get on normal books and normal technical or normal social media. Is going beyond, is going to the places that really matter. So, but we're also opening Dega Academy. If you know something, if you know how to code, if you know how to do anything, we're open for you to create channels and start feeding them. There's gonna be channel for developing games, and we hope there's also gonna be a channel for playing the games that the community is testing, or what Dega is launching. So that's the last announcement for the day, my friend Richie. Colombia, going back to
Sorry, I
you.
was muted.
Yeah, don't worry.
That's okay. Sorry, I was talking and I was muted. Thanks a lot, Rick. I think like the esoteric channel is like super interesting, at least for me. I do like practice some things that I want to share around there. Meditation and like, yeah, basically meditation and some yoga practice and some specifics. Yoga meaning like there's a lot of people that practice these things, but as we are gamers, we also are not like extremely flexible, right, and stuff like that. So some yoga for gamers is always good for us not to get in a stiff position and get neck pain and stuff like that after a long gaming session. That has happened to me a lot of times. So some things like that and meditation, I would love that to share with you guys. And I know that everybody has also their own personal things to share. So I'll see you guys there and start building that academy also, because I know that there's a lot of creative people in this community, and if we start sharing with each other as a collective mind, there is no limits to what we can do. So thanks a lot, everybody, for joining. Thanks, Professor and Freak. Let's talk around in the community and see you next Tuesday.
Yep. I have a final invitation. Remember, we're doing every day at 1:30 p.m. UTC. We're doing mindset sessions in this same channel, and we're doing it's just about learning techniques and hearing masters and doing different courses that help us out. It's been a crew of 6 to 7 people, but it will be growing. I think it's working. At least for me, it's working what I'm learning. So you're all welcome to come. Just it's 15, 20 minutes every day just to tap into that. And as Richie said, we as gamers, as professionals, as workers, as whatever, we all need that moment. So it is my moment of the day that I want to share with you. So you're all welcome to come, and I hope it works for you. So thank you for being here, and yeah, see you next week. Profe? You're muted if you're talking, Professor, or I guess. Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording now. Stop streaming, everyone. Twitch, TikTok. Thank you for being there, for hearing us, for watching it. Very active community. Next time, come to the Discord. We love you having you on TikTok and Twitch and whatever platform you are. But the action is happening right now in our Discord, so you're more than welcome to pay a visit. So thank you all.